Okay, Kristen. Now hear me out.
What's up?
So out of all the fast food mascots, who would win in a free for all?
Out of all the fast food mascots,
Yeah, like Jack in the Box, Burger King
Burger
guy.
King. The
Colonel,
Chick-fil-A was there. It's just the cow.
yeah, yeah,
um,
Colonel Sanders, Wendy.
huh. I feel like this is the easy and obvious answer, Vic.
Ooh,
Colonel Sanders.
he old.
Well, he got slaves, bro. You know he back in the. Y'all can't tell me that Colonel Sanders don't have slaves, and he probably ain't gonna be doing half the fighting himself. He gonna be having the slaves helping him. You know,
That's what they do.
that's,
Well, not. I
whoa,
mean, like
whoa.
that's what Colonel
Who's they?
Sanders. The old white people. That's what I was talking about. That's who I was referring to.
Sure. Yeah, whatever. Let's go with that.
That's your final answer though.
I really feel like he probably would.
But like, no, like he has to fight.
Oh, he has to fight, so he can't use his resources. He is his own resource. I'm just playing. Huh. I don't know. Burger King got some moves, bro. I don't know. He's very
Yeah, because he's like
be dancing and shit.
he fast.
Jack in the Box seems kind of clever.
You seen that one picture where he's like swole?
Who? Jack?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think he really.
That's what Photoshop.
I
Cap.
Cap. Big cap. I don't know, man. I feel like
You don't think Wendy has a chance?
not at all. Why? Cause she a girl?
That's what you're the one that said she didn't have a chance.
Yeah, I said she doesn't have a chance. But I'm saying you think that since she's a girl that they probably won't hit her. I don't know. I think Jack and Boss don't care.
I feel like you don't
He
care.
said his hands are E for
Colonel Sanders don't
anyone.
care.
not at all. Who else is out there though? Oh wait, you got McDonald's.
Oh yeah.
Oh, the clown.
The clown.
Yeah, he man. I seen one video of him. He went ham. You seen that video?
I know what you're talking
Yeah,
about.
he went ham on everybody. I'm gonna go with him. McDonald's, he's out here thugging, bro. I ain't catch him behind the scenes.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
They ain't kill people. He be beating people.
Wait, so for Chick-fil-A, what is it? Just one cow, or does like
Do they have more than one cow?
they have more than one cow?
Like as their mascot? I thought the cow was the mascot.
If you ever like drove past the billboard, you usually see like 2 or 3.
2 or 3 billboards?
No cow on the billboard.
But are they all like walking and stuff? I know they have like one cow that's like walking. I think. I'm pretty sure that it's walking and talking.
Tell you what, just one cow.
Yeah, well, that doesn't seem fair that they have more than one animal or one person.
It doesn't seem fair. He's an animal.
Well, the whites want to be picked out as what you call it.
So I guess they're out. You said Wendy's out because you hate women.
I did not say that. That did not come from me.
I think Colonel Sanders is out because he's old.
I'm just saying, he's slave master, bro.
You don't think the Burger King has like, don't kings usually have?
Oh yeah, he might got some people.
Some people.
But he's a Burger King. He's not, Colonel Sanders. Colonel Sanders sounds like a really racist name. Like he sounds like he's propped up at Cracker Barrel.
Final answer though.
My final answer is McDonald's.
Yeah, I can see that. Or it would be between him or the guy from Burger King. What's his name? Does he have a name?
I thought he was a Burger King.
That can't be his name.
Are you talking about the actual person?
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Who knows his name?
Mm-hmm.
I just think Burger King wouldn't make it because he came so late with that chicken. Yeah,
chicken.
After he did that chicken thing, he just
that shit was trash too, bro.
I didn't eat that. Yeah.
No, but
I'm surprised you didn't eat it when you get that freaking Jack Taco chicken thing.
The Jack Taco.
Yeah, that chicken sandwich.
That's from Taco Bell.
Oh my bad,
Yeah,
Taco Bell.
That shit was good. I had that.
They had a whole commercial whether or not it was a chicken or was it a sandwich or a taco. It's
a sandwich.
It's a taco. That shouldn't even been put into the
That was a weird commercial. Like I don't know, they did too much.
It's a taco. It's a sandwich. Yes, but I think my final answer would probably be Ronald McDonald's. He's out here slanging.
Hey, clowns are crazy too, bro.
Hey, he is a clown at the end of the day. He got a goon squad, bro.
He has a whole ass squad.
Yeah, I forgot the name of that squad.
Hamburglar.
The Hamburglar. What's the purple one? I can't remember their names.
I don't have
Yeah.
no idea what the names are. I know one.
One's like a bandit.
Is it the Hamburglar?
Oh yeah, that's the Hamburger.
What's it?
The only one I can remember is the Burglar.
There's a chicken there too, right?
Yes.
I don't know the mom.
He had like
but
a whole TV
he
show.
He has
It
a
was-
whole team. Yeah.
It was he didn't he have like a TV show too. It was like McDonald's and Friends or something like that.
Probably. But I saw on there's like a YouTube series about Colonel Sanders. It's kind of weird.
I don't want to watch that. I want to know about his period, his period of life where he was racist.
It was like weird. It was like a drama series. It was kind of weird.
I have a theory that he took his recipe from black people. Just say.
You heard it here first. Breaking news.
Boom, boom, dum, 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 dum.
do you even like KFC?
Not really. It's not my favorite.
Is it because of Colonel Sanders?
No, not at all. I'm not the biggest fan of the chicken.
Well, I've
It's
only been there
okay.
a couple times.
Like it's okay. Like I like their crispy chicken, not too bad. But not really for me too much.
Well, you heard it here first. Final answers.
McDonald's.
Ronald. Well,
Yeah,
Ronald McDonald.
I just want to know what are other fast food restaurants?
Well, you got Taco Bell, fucking taco out there or something.
Oh, is it Chihuahua? That Chihuahua would not say that. You know who will give them a run for money? The Cookie Monster.
From Sesame Street.
Yes.
I mean, yeah, but
when he's held out on his cookies, it's a done deal, bro. He's like a crackhead for cookies.
but there's not really many other like mascots. You got Arby's and things like Love or some shit.
Why did you mention Arby's?
Whataburgers is the W.
Yeah, W comes
Sonic.
What is Sonic? Sonic don't have one.
Sonic ain't got one.
They should make their Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I'm
Taco
pretty sure it's
Bueno.
copyright.
I don't know.
Taco Bueno is like a, I don't know. I feel like there was like
I
an
feel
animal
there's
too.
someone out there, right? They were
What
forgetting
about
about
Subway? Subway has some.
Jared.
He's a
He's a
trainer.
normal ass human being out there.
Was he normal?
I hope not.
He was doing some shit he wasn't supposed to be doing.
Anyways, moving on.
All right,
So
so
you ready for this? Oh wait, go ahead.
Her final answers are McDonald's. Or
Ronald McDonald. Ronald,
Alright.
the motherfucking McDonald.
I'm dead. You ready to get started?
Let's do it.
All right, bet. Getting the podcast started in 3, 2, 1. What up, everybody? This is your boy Chris,
It's your boy Vic.
and welcome to Now Hear Me Out. This is officially number. Sorry, this is officially episode number 32, and welcome to Now Hear Me Out. Appreciate you guys tuning in and listening to us, and hope you guys enjoyed this episode. So, Vic, it's been damn near 2 weeks
It's been like 2 weeks, bro.
since we actually shot our last episode. Give me some updates. You gotta have some updates.
Kinda. It's kind of weird because I feel like I have a lot going on, but not a lot going on.
I understand that.
So let me explain.
I'm hearing. I'm listening.
So shortly after we shot the last episode, we ended up going to Deep Ellum, which was pretty fun. It was a fun night.
I didn't get to go.
That's why it was a fun night.
Oh,
No, but
noted.
it was a fun night. But prior to going, my car ended up just like dying. Like I was pulling into my apartment, and that hoe just died. Literally. Luckily, Kristen was here, so he's able to help me push into a spot. Looked at it a little bit, but couldn't really figure out what was going on with it.
And I had to go.
Oh yeah,
which
you
I
had to go.
explained.
Next day I kind of messed with it some more. I even like was able to change part of the battery because I thought it was the battery. I was able to do some work on it, but
Didn't fix it.
nothing helped. Like we tried to jump it, of course, nothing. I finally ended up getting it towed to Kia,
Okay.
so they can look at it and fix it, along with my window and everything else wrong with my car.
I'm dead. Let's get it all done while it's there.
They were busy, and so it took them for a while to get back to me. But basically, what they're saying, which is kind of crazy, because you would think it was just a battery or something with the battery,
Okay.
but them hoes said that I need a new engine.
Oh no.
But that it's under warranty.
I was like, it should be covered though.
So
That's good.
yeah, basically all I have to do. Well, I've been like carless since then. But they said since it's like the engine, it's under warranty. Once they like do some paperwork, basically stating that it's under warranty, they can cover my rental for me. But I have to wait until then. So hopefully soon I should be having a rental. So
Okay, cool.
but I mean,
They didn't call you and ask you if you want to extend your car warranty. You didn't get one of the phone calls. Hey, we're wondering if you want to extend your car warranty.
That's crazy because like that's the last thing I thought it was, like a whole ass engine.
Bro, that's a whole new car.
I know.
You gotta get a new engine. That's it.
Like she said that, I was like, time to get a new car. But no, she said it's under warranty. So, but that's kind of why it's like I haven't been able to do much because I don't have a car, so I can't really go anywhere. But that's basically all my updates.
Is that really all your updates?
I mean, I've been just here at home, kind of like working on some stuff like TikTok and eBay. Lucy's been acting like she was sick for a while. She was like throwing up.
Okay.
Like one time I woke up, I came in the living room. She like, I had some laundry out here because who puts up the laundry after they fold it, you know? And then she like threw up on it. I was like, I just watched that.
Time to get a new cat.
But then I figured out it was probably the food after talking to some people, and so I bought her some new food, and she's been pretty good since then. So
that's good.
Besides that, watch the Cowboy games, of course. One Cowboy game.
Lucy about to turn into an outside cat.
On Halloween past, we had a Halloween party. I went as one of the members of Average Joe from Dodgeball. If you haven't seen the movie,
watch it.
It's like, honestly, it's like one of my top movies.
Literally. I'll almost say it's like my favorite.
It's up there, at least top 5.
Okay.
We went to WinStar one time. Lost like $60, but we're not gonna talk about that. And that's basically about it. Now I'm just like getting ready for my trip.
You ready for that trip?
I'm ready for that trip.
Where are you heading to again?
Los Angeles, California.
California.
It's gonna be my first time on an airplane, so that should be cool.
Yeah. You're not riding Spirit, so that's good. You're about to be with Spirit.
What about you? You got a lot. I know you did a lot. So tell the people.
So last time we spoke, I was on my way to Denver. I was going to go to Denver. So we went to Denver, had a good time there. We went there for Kayla's she had like a conference to go to. So I kind of just tagged along, just made a vacation. So we kind of just chilled there. We didn't do too much because weather-wise, and she needs to be at the conference here and there. So kind of just chill, ate a lot of different foods and stuff like that. It's so weird because we were eating and like there's some places. The first place we went to, bro, was like probably one of the worst sandwiches I ever had.
True.
Yeah, and it was like, well, it can only go up from here. So
it did not.
It did. We had a couple good places and had a good time. We met up with some of her friends and
she has friends everywhere.
She really does.
Guess, right?
No, this is like legit
real?
friend. She has a friend here.
Then.
So it's funny because if you ever talk to Kayla is a person who just knows people everywhere. So even our next destination we're trying to go to, she knows somebody there. So there's an update on that as well. But I'll get to that in a bit. So we went to Denver, had a good time, ate a lot, and came home. What else? We had the party. Oh no, we also went to the haunted house. We went to Cutting Edge. Cutting Edge was fun. So there was 4 of us. There was me, Kayla, her cousin, and her cousin's husband, and we all went. It was cool. They had like a little live band out there.
Oh yeah.
And it was real cool. It wasn't as scary as I thought it would be, and maybe because I was at the back, they needed somebody to be at the back, and I was like, I'll do it. And maybe because I seen everything happening, it wasn't scared me. I'm a jokester when it comes to a lot of stuff anyway. So I'm over here talking to the zombies and stuff. So it was kind of hot in there, and I asked one of them if he could turn the AC on. I was, hey man, I was looking for you. Can you turn the AC on? It's kind of hot in here. But that was fun. We had a good time with them. And I think that was like right before we went to Denver.
Yeah, that was because that was the same Friday that we went to Deep Ellum when my car died.
Yeah. I'm sorry. So that was pretty fun. What else? The Halloween party was really fun. I went as a vampire. We'll probably add some pictures on here so you guys can see how we dressed. We got some photos right there. It's a picture of it right there, and a picture of me right here. So, well, I'll add some pictures, and you guys can see what we look like with some of our friends. And yeah, that was pretty much for the most part my weekend and my updates. I was when Vic had his car messed up, I felt bad because like I had to like basically leave you there, and luckily we had other friends there too.
Yeah, it was crazy because you were like you had to leave, but like other friends are coming.
Yeah, so it was like perfect timing, but it just felt weird because I was just like, even after that, I was kind of like talking to Kayla. I was like, I hope Vic's okay. And, I know the whole car situation. I wouldn't know what to do with my car.
Yeah, I didn't like that. Especially because I'm definitely not the car person. Like, you're more of a car person, so, like.
Just because I had a lot of fucked up issues with cars.
So, like. But I mean, looking back at it, like there's not much you would have been able to do.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I can't do nothing to no engine. I'd be like, yeah, bro, it looks like your engine's fucked. We've both been looking at it, scratching our heads. So it's good that Kia's taking care of it, and you're still under warranty.
Yeah, it's a very good thing I work from home. So
yeah, that's the best thing because like that travel from home.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, to work from home and all that would have been not paying.
So I'm not doing too bad. I'm doing pretty good. So
that's good. That's good.
Just drink my problems away usually.
Well, But the Halloween party was great. We had a good time, and the Cowboys went in and came with the W.
With a backup quarterback.
So Cooper Rush came in, did his thing. We all kind of doubted him a little bit, but he came out on top. I don't know if he's just good or if
Kirk Cousins
is just that bad. So I'll take it either way it goes. But now he was on some really good throws, and Cedric Wilson came out there and did a good ass pass.
The defense stepped up.
Yeah, defense stepped up, was doing their job. We didn't come out with too many injuries. I think Jabril Cox hurt himself. Who else?
Tyron Smith
hurt his ankle, but nothing too crazy. Usually it'd be like
we'll be alright.
A lot of these other teams are losing like players.
Derrick Henry.
Yeah, Derrick Henry. But at least it's just one person.
Right.
As far as like you're thinking about somebody like the Giants, bro. The Giants is losing.
When they were playing us, they lost like everyone.
Bro, even in this last game, they lost a lot more people. I feel bad for them because they just basically got to just restructure their team because they have nobody. You say nobody. So, yeah, that's kind of my update. You have anything else to add?
No, let's do it.
I bet. So you want to go ahead and jump into this first story?
Let's do it. Okay. So the first story, we'll talk about something that I'm pretty sure most of you guys heard about. The whole Alec Baldwin shooting.
Who is Alec Baldwin you speak of?
It's funny because like with actors, I'm really not that good with actors' names. Like when I saw him, I was like, oh, that guy. But like I wouldn't be able to list his movies.
I'm not good with actors, actresses, artists, just names in general. I'm not the best. Unless I just really care, maybe.
Yeah, I mean like Jim Carrey, some of the big ones,
That's random for you to try Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey.
the first one that came to mind. But anyways, yeah. So with if you haven't heard the whole Alec Baldwin situation where he was handed a prop gun and then he ended up shooting it and it had like a loaded bullet in it and it ended up killing one person and injuring another one. But with this new story, Alec Baldwin ends up reposting one of the crew members that basically said that all the claims of the unsafe set were all bullshit. So, having already this past weekend called the Rush production well-oiled, despite weapons discharged and crew resignations before the October 21st fatal shooting of the cinematographer. Cinematographer. Sorry.
Whoops.
And I swear we have our degrees. Mine's like right there. I can go. Helena Hutchins. Alec Baldwin is now advocating that claims of unsafe, chaotic conditions are bullshit. Interviewed by the Santa Fe Sheriff's Office, who pulled the trigger on the weapon that killed Hutchins, and injured director Joel Souza, the Rust star and producer, on Tuesday reported on Instagram that costume designer Teresa Davis, um, she ended up posting like a lengthy Facebook defense on the making of the film.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, that's how do you feel about the whole situation? Where like, who's to blame? Like, what would you say? Like,
It's funny that you're always looking at the TV. I'm like, we're having a conversation, but you're looking at the like, hey, so what do you? Honestly, it's a very like weird situation. So, and it's like they're saying basically that they're still making this movie, right?
yeah, from what I know, yeah.
Yeah. So like, what do you even do? Like, you just shoot somebody, kill them, and just be like, oh well. We got to the show go on. The show goes on. Like it is like who's the one in charge of these props, and how did that prop come into
Like,
their hands,
like on the set, on stage, or whatever.
And I guess they really wanted to look realistic, like or I don't know, maybe that was just they're like, oh, we couldn't find any like prop guns, so I just brought my real gun. It's just a very weird freak accident.
Like, and it sucks because like the person I feel like at least at fault is the one that was behind the trigger. Alec Baldwin.
Yeah, unfortunately.
And now he has to like live with that. Like, that's gonna take a toll on him.
And he about to live with it and make a movie.
I know, right? So I mean,
I hope that movie fire.
But do you feel like there was a completely accident? Do you feel like there's any like foul play behind this, or?
I definitely think it's accident. I don't think that he would purposely try to like kill somebody.
Well, not him, but like
somebody really put a real gun in there on purpose.
Yeah,
I don't know. Whoever got the prop obviously had to know it had to be real. Like I don't want to like ignore the fact that it did still slip into his hands, and I wonder if he was like, man, this feels like a real gun, and he actually pulled the trigger and it actually shot. It's weird.
Yeah, it definitely is weird. But so you feel like someone should be charged at the end of the day, or?
I don't know if somebody should be charged. I think somebody needs to definitely be held accountable. And if he's the, I don't know if he's the producer of this movie, but like whoever's producing the movie needs to find out who's the prop manager, because you usually have a person who's in charge of the props, and that person needs to be held accountable. Like as much as you weren't the one who shot somebody, but you're the one who let that happen without warning or something.
Yeah, I mean, like going more into the article, they basically said, though no one has been charged or arrested, first assistant director David Halls and Hannah Gutierrez have emerged at the center of the tragedy. So I think they're kind of looking at them. But that's just a crazy situation. It kind of sucks for like the family. Like, I'm sure they also understand it was an accident, but I'm sure they want like someone to like be held accountable. Like
of course.
So,
I'm pretty sure nobody's just wanting somebody to just kill somebody and be like, oh, sorry.
Like, oh, it was just an accident. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Not worry about it, bro. But it's crazy because actually I've heard there's been instances in the past where this has occurred also. So not the first time.
Yeah, I definitely don't think it's the first time. It's not.
I hope
it's not.
Hope it's the last time.
I doubt that.
I doubt it too.
It does. This isn't any different from like the guy who brought the knife into the haunted house and stabbed that kid's foot
and his Crocs.
Yes, yeah, can't forget about the Crocs. Hey, Crocs are very popular nowadays. It's weird.
Do you have?
No.
I kind of want some Crocs.
You can get some Crocs. I think it's so funny when it is like, you got a sports mode. You got sport. When I want to be fast, I gotta put it in sports mode.
I would definitely rock some Crocs though.
You like a Crocs motherfucker. You got Crocs. You have some Crocs. You have some boots.
You gotta have it all,
shoes.
Bro. Nah. Get you a man that can do it both.
Oh man.
Anyways, that kind of wraps up our first story.
I just want to sit in silence and won't let Vic feel awkward. So moving on to our next story, we're gonna dig back into a little bit into the past. So I know we've been giving you updates on this Gabby Petito story, and we have found out a little bit more news. I know last time we were talking about it. They were on the hunt for Brian. They couldn't find him. And the bounty hunter had came into the talks, and he basically said the bait was set and all that good stuff. So an article came out saying that the human remains found in a Florida reserve confirmed to be Brian. And it says the remains, which were described as skeletal, was confirmed using dental records. So partial remains found by the authorities searching for Gabby Petito's fiance, were confirmed to be his after a review of dental records. So it's crazy. Like, it's crazy that people can find you by using your teeth. Like, that's like one of the most accurate ways to find out who you are. Well, I guess besides like DNA, actual DNA, but seeing your dental records and being like, oh, this is Vic, or this is Chris, and he got 5 cats.
What if you never go to the dentist?
I don't know. That's a good question. Then I guess you won't have any dental records with you.
So wait, so it's like, is everyone's teeth like different?
I think so.
Or do teeth just hold DNA longer? Or I don't know.
I'm
confused.
I almost feel like teeth is almost like a. I don't want to sound stupid and say it's like a bone. Like, it feels like, because it's part of your skeleton, I guess. When your skeleton's there, your teeth are. So I don't know. So I guess it would have like even more DNA than your blood probably would.
Yeah, I guess so. Just it's crazy. Like, I mean, props to them for being able to do this.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But going to the story a little bit more, it says the remains were found in Florida's Carlton Reserve on Wednesday after more than a month of searching for Laundrie, who was declared a person of interest in Petito's disappearance before her body was found in Wyoming. The FBI field office in Denver announced that the remains were positively identified Thursday. So, how do you think the family of Gabby feels about this? Do you feel like this is a closure, or do you feel like this is kind of like they're being held out on in a way? Because I know a lot of people want to hear that his reason for Gabby. I feel like it's kind of like a inconclusive, like you're kind of just a cliffhanger.
Yeah, like you're not exactly sure what happened. The person who might know what happened, like, I say might because I mean I feel like he did it. Everyone feels like he did it, but there is a small chance he didn't. Like,
yeah,
I mean he definitely knows something that we don't know, and now we won't know it ever, because unless you ever think he told his parents anything. Like, his parents have to know a little bit more, right?
They might, but even in this article, they talk about how his parents weren't really speaking on it. I know a lot of us thought that the parents had something to do with it because they weren't saying nothing. Everybody's like, oh, they were helping him hide. But the lawyer had actually told the parents to not say anything to anybody. So it's weird. It's a weird situation in which, you hope the parents didn't have nothing to do with it, but at the end of the day, parents are going to take care of their kids.
Yeah, and like at this point, like, even though he's like no longer with us, like they could still be protecting his name.
Yeah, image, most definitely. Most definitely.
So, but for Gabby's parents, like you were asking about closure, I mean, I see it kind of as closure because I'm pretty sure that they think Brian has something to do with it.
Yeah.
And but I feel like it's the closure that they didn't want. I feel like they wanted him to be like held accountable, and I feel like even though whatever happened to him, like they wanted him to be like prosecuted.
I always feel like death is like when somebody kills himself or jumps off a cliff or hangs themselves is like the easy way out. Like, I think like when you're in a situation where you're like Gabby Petito's family, you want to see him suffer, in a sort of a way, like either whether it's prison time or that you want that justice.
Yeah.
And it just feels like he got the easy way out in your eyes.
Yeah, because he, like, honestly, he's probably chose this path,
Yeah, most definitely.
Like, you want him to go through the path that the law chooses, I guess.
Yeah.
Not the one he chooses. So,
on a weird note, like, here's a like weird theory. So what if Gabby and Brian were both being haunted, like, and somebody killed Gabby, and now they're trying to kill Brian. They finally killed him. And now the killer's just out there loose.
you heard it here first.
I just say you can't scratch it out.
You can't scratch it out. This case, really.
Yeah, but you really don't know what happened. Like, did he really just? They said they only found the remains because I think the water at the reserve had rescinded. So, like, we don't know. Did he just drown? Did somebody drown him? You know, you don't know if somebody found him and killed him or what.
Yeah, someone could have killed him. He was like upset or something.
Yeah, or just thinking that he did something to this poor little girl, and now all of a sudden,
Like, because they knew they would probably get away with it. Honestly.
yeah, probably. It's not like they felt people were really out here just like on his side. So, but you know, that's just you know,
Conspiracy.
it's just yeah, honestly, and just a little update on the story. So, just want to keep you guys updated. Like I said, I would, and hey, we got a little bit more to the story, and we probably won't be speaking about it again. So, until the next time.
Well, yeah, moving on from these kind of hard news stories, going into a little something a little lighter, taking us to our favorite amusement park.
It's kind of hard too, man. It's hit home.
Taking us to Six Flags. So, a man ends up saving so much on food with the Six Flags season pass that he ended up paying for student loans and was able to buy a house
and get married.
So yeah, this guy lives in California. Named Dylan. He didn't give his last name, I guess.
Is it Dylan or Dylan?
Dylan. He bought the $100.50 season pass that includes free parking, 2 meals per day, and entrance into the park. He ended up doing this basically almost a whole decade. Like I said, saved enough to pay off student debt, buy a house, and get married. Said he also mentioned that one of his friends ended up spending like $1,500 per month on fast food.
I don't know what kind of friends he has, but
that's a lot.
That's a lot of money on fast food. You know how much money you got to spend a day to get $1,500 a month?
A month.
So 30
divided by 1,500.
Well,
I guess you know this.
15 times 30. No. 1,500.
Well, 30 goes into 15 goes to 30. 30 should go on 15.5.
But wait, I thought it was like, shouldn't you be dividing 30 into 15?
Yes.
So it should be
so
5. I would say like 705. 500.
Oh, wait.
Because half of it, I don't know why I'm doing half.
Why are we bad at this? I feel like it should be
30 into 15. So 3 divided by 15 is 50. Or 5. So it'd be $50 per day.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. I was like,
5 times 30 is 15.
Yeah. So
$50 per day.
That's a lot of money, bro.
I don't know if I'm more impressed at how much he spends on money or how long it took us to figure that out.
Where's Tino when you need him? Where's our mathematician?
But that $50 a day, bro. Like, I gotta talk about spend like $5.
Bro, you know how long it takes me to get $1,500 at work? That's like 2 weeks of work. I make a little bit more than that, but you know.
That's so crazy. So, I mean,
do I? I don't. So 2 weeks of my paycheck.
I guess
in a month.
I mean, is he eating it for like breakfast, lunch, and dinner? Because it's like 3 meals per day.
But that means you have to be eating out every day.
I know people who eat out every day.
Like every day though? Breakfast, lunch, and dinner? I know who you're talking about. But like even that person.
They don't eat breakfast. So.
Oh well, let's skip some.
Probably don't eat lunch much often either.
$50 a day? I could never.
Bro, you know, like just think about how much money I spend on food. It kind of hurts. But I know it's not $50 a day. So, I mean, I guess he's baking or something. But what I really want to know is how much student debt this guy had.
That is a good question. They did not add that to this story.
He probably didn't tell them.
Watch his student debt was like nothing.
Right. But yeah, he also talked about how like obviously it wasn't healthy at all, which is kind of rough. Like he's a little concerned about health issues. He said especially during the first years, basically they didn't have much to offer. I think it was like burgers, fries, pizza, and you know, like typical amusement park stuff, which is.
He said during the first year, the only food he can get at the park was a burger and fries, pizza and breadsticks, or a sandwich and a refillable soda cup.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's a pretty smart idea, like because he timed it out so he could go during lunch break and then stop again on his way home. So I mean, props to him for thinking about this. Like,
it's a good idea, but man, you got to think about the lines. Do you have to stand in line? I know, like,
I mean, I think it
and
depends.
the thing about it, the flaw of this is that the park is not open all year round.
That's a very good point. I mean, I know this is California. Well, the weather's pretty. It's pretty.
It's probably still pretty nice over there, but do you think they are year round over there?
Probably more than they are here in Texas.
Oh, probably.
But
'Cause
there's
like-
probably definitely some days where it's closed.
Because like school and stuff like that, that time when school's around, that's the
Oh,
reason
yeah.
why the park is closed a lot of times here. Is because school's in, and they're not making as much money.
I don't know. I guess I mean, the only thing I think is because it's California, like so such a huge population, maybe
They're able to just
and it's
stay
like a very
open.
tourist place. I don't know, maybe, but
Okay.
but it is pretty smart at the end of the day.
Yeah. It's a lot of dedication, having to stand in those lines all the time, and literally try to
Even basically,
even with lunch break. Like I understand he's 5 minutes away, but man, you still gotta find parking. Which luckily you get preferred parking when you have those passes, but you got find parking. You got to go through lines. You got to go to the line to get inside. You got to go through the line to get food, and then
time to eat it. I guess
eat it. Come back to your car, and then
it would get annoying real quick for sure.
And then gas.
Oh yeah, so gas. You got to think about gas. And gas in California too.
Yes, I guess it's 5 minutes away, so it's not too bad, but still.
Yeah. But
he ended up having to go to the hospital too after what was like the first month or something.
His body had to get used to it.
I'm trying to remember because it did say it on here. Yes, it says 21 days into the. He said 21 days into the 30-day experiment, he had to go to the hospital for heart palpitations. So, yeah, man. Just
I'm kind of wondering because you know how I was talking about how he's getting married now.
Yeah.
Like, how do you? I wonder how his wife or fiance, I'm not sure if they're married yet, like feel about all that. Like,
that's a lot of dedication. And I was trying to figure like, did he obviously had to take her. I wonder if she was like,
yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Take her on dates and stuff. He was like, look, we're going to Six Flags. You better have fun with rides. He says, our dates are going to be revolved around when I have a coupon for
bring a
bring your friend to the park for free, and you're going to be happy. This is for us in our future.
Hey, I mean, it worked out for them. That's true. Because getting rid of that student debt, I'm sure it takes a load off of you.
Oh, big time.
Hopefully one day we will be there.
Joe Biden, I need you to come through.
We're looking at you.
I'm still waiting for that 10 grand to come off, or whatever it is supposed to be coming off our student debt.
So you think this was cheap or smart?
A little bit of both.
Yeah, definitely.
A little bit of both.
Definitely.
It is smart, don't get me wrong, but I don't know if I can. That's a lot of dedication. If anything, that's dedication, because that is a lot to do just for.
Yeah, I give a props for sticking to it for like a whole decade.
Yeah, 10 years. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I could never. I would be so sick and tired of Six Flags. At least switch it up and go to Hurricane Harbor. Go to a different Six Flags. Like, you got to do something. You think he goes to the ride?
I feel like probably sometimes he does, whenever he has time. But
he probably rode every ride so far. In 10 years, he should be a manager there.
He's been here longer than the workers have.
Honestly, that's a true statement. And it's funny because, I worked at Six Flags. Vic worked at Hurricane Harbor. Or Vic is currently working at Hurricane Harbor. Just waiting for that call back. So a little hit from home. Back in the past.
But anyways, moving on from being cheap to being dumb.
Honestly.
In our next story, we talk about this Big Island arson suspect that flees the scene on a lawnmower.
You heard it here, a lawnmower, you guys. And not just any lawnmower.
A push lawnmower. Automatic push lawnmower. So yeah, the suspect started a small brush. I don't know why I struggled on that word. A small brush fire and then attempted to flee on an automatic push lawnmower.
Pretty cool. Honestly, when you think about it, like an automatic push lawnmower, like what exactly does that entail? Is that like saying it moves by itself?
Yeah, I think like
you just turn it on.
And you like probably lock it on and the motor keeps going or something, I guess.
Cool.
But yeah, so he ended up drove by vehicles that were stuck in traffic, and then he was caught and charged with theft of the lawnmower that he was driving. So not
dead.
only did
I'm
he
the
like
fire.
flee, he also stole his lawnmower from somebody.
Who thinks about I'm gonna set your bush on fire and then I'm gonna steal your lawnmower?
He
And
must
hope
have like had some beef with these people or something.
it's funny that he led these police officers on a slow speed chase. Or how should I put it? Since you and Troy said they just
what was it? What do we call it? It's not a chase.
Y'all just following, escorting.
Escorting. Pursuit. No, it's probably the same thing as chase.
Yeah,
I forgot what we said, but we had a good argument.
It was not a good argument because I looked up the definition of chase the next day and I was correct.
But anyways, how do you feel? Like, could you imagine you're stuck in traffic, you look to your right,
It's the guy on a lawnmower.
see a guy on a lawnmower being chased by cops.
He wasn't even being chased by cops. He was just. I don't even think the cops even took that stuff serious. They could have probably got on the freaking just start walking. They probably would have caught up with him because he had to keep stopping to reset it. It's funny. It's clever.
Was it?
A little bit. Honestly,
He probably could just start running. He could have outrun though.
He could have actually outrun. Honestly, but he get tired.
Honestly, I think he just wanted to steal his lawnmower.
It's kind of funny, but I don't know. That kind of gives people. It might give people ideas. I don't gotta get one of those driving lawnmowers. Just get this and just sit on it. And, his butt had to get hot after a while. Those lawnmowers get hot.
I don't know how I'm trying to think of the last time I cut grass. That ain't for me.
I told myself if I have money, I'm never cutting grass.
I don't blame you, bro. That shit.
And if I do cut grass, I'm gonna be one of the lazy motherfuckers with one of the ones.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely getting the driving.
Like, you got the driving one for the smallest line. Hell yeah! Just trying to do fucking turns and shit.
Or wait for the neighbor kid to come knocking on my door. Hey, here's $10, bro.
Honestly, make a little money.
I support small businesses. Well, yeah, I mean, there's not much to the story. If you're running away from cops,
it's probably better to run than to use.
Do better. To do better.
Do better.
Run, walk, jog, do something.
Literally.
But enough of that story. Moving on to Boston.
And we're not talking about Boston Market. We're talking about actual Boston.
So yeah, Boston doctor ends up getting fined $6,000. $6,000, which is probably nothing to him.
Honestly, that's all the price. And he said, "Doctor," I was like, it's whatever.
But he ended up getting fined $6,000 for missing surgery for lunch. So basically, this guy, he ended up going to his car to eat lunch, and then he ended up falling asleep.
I'd be doing the same.
I'd be doing the same shit. Honestly, I actually hate eating on the clock. I was planning it to eat while I'm on the clock to beat the system,
Okay, well, tell the world, why don't you? They may never watch this ever in their life.
No, but so yeah, the Massachusetts, the state where Boston is located, the medical board ended up finding the head of spine surgery. This actually ended up happening in 2016, but he was just reprimanded
and fined.
And basically, he's been ordered to complete 5 education credits in professionalism and review regulations with supervisors.
My thoughts is, if it's only $6,000, pay your $6,000. It's over. I feel like as a doctor, especially if he's a surgical doctor, bro, he's getting paid some bank, and half the time they're at their job anyway. So
yeah, because I think he's like the head of right? Head of surgery, I believe.
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah, that boy making bank.
He's making bank. $6,000 ain't nothing.
That's probably not even one check.
Not even close.
Not even.
Yeah, nah. That's like a piece of his check. Like he's probably like 6,000. Okay, here you go, whatever. And take 5 classes. But it's just a missed surgery. I don't know. I guess you can't reschedule it. Was this person already opened?
Yeah, I think. Where would I read it at? It was kind of like an emergency surgery, I believe. He missed an emergency surgery in 2016.
Oh, okay. So, hey, he was tired. Y'all need to let y'all doctors rest.
Right? Like,
You know?
what if he did the surgery when he was tired? Like, he would have fucked up. Maybe.
Probably. And then he would have been in trouble.
The
Which,
expensive ass nap.
he had another surgeon come in. He had a chief surgeon. What's the point of having a chief or a chief president? So what's the point of having a chief if you can't handle it? So, hey. And speaking about fines, I know we didn't really make this a story, but what about those fines? What do you think about those fines from the NFL with CeeDee Lamb?
Oh yeah, he got fined like for having his shirt untucked?
He got fined twice for having his shirt untucked. He got fined for his socks not being long enough.
He got fined
for
taunting,
waving,
which I could see that. I could
see that one. Yeah, that one makes sense. And then he got fined for a back block. And I think it all came out to like $50,000, something like that.
It kind of sucks for him because he's like on the rookie contract.
Yeah, so he's not making like crazy money,
much, but
that just lets you know how much money the NFL has to just be like, fine.
You get a fine. You get a fine.
And who thinks about that? And who thinks about that stuff? Like when you're playing and your shirt gets untucked, and it's like, oh, your shirt's untucked. Fine.
Like, oh, let me get out this play deck. I gotta go tuck in my shirt.
And the thing about it, bro, it's so weird because if you looked at the fine sheet, the first time he got fined for his untucked jersey, the second time he got fined was like twice the price. And it was like, why is this one costing more? They're gonna fine. The NFL finds their way to get money,
especially against the Dallas Cowboys. But
whatever.
They hate us because they ain't us.
We the boys. We making no. But yeah, that's kind of all I really had to say about that. You got anything else to add to that story, Vic?
Yeah, I'm just one expensive ass nap. That's for sure.
Hey, you got the money.
Like I always think about like whenever I'm like waking up in the mornings, I'm like, can I sleep in like 3 extra minutes and risk being late? This guy was like, okay, this is before I worked from home. Okay.
Okay. I thought you was just like, it was like what you doing now. I was just like, what? You work the 3 extra minutes, you just roll over.
Now I clock in, go back to sleep.
I'm dead. Stop victimizing yourself. You're just telling on yourself.
Honda, if you're watching this, it was a joke. No, but like we said, this guy has money, so it's not too big of an issue. But it's just still a lot of money, like in retrospect.
Yeah, for us.
For
him,
he's living a whole new world. He's living like a whole different world than us.
Honestly, he went back to his mansion probably.
He's probably sleeping in like a fancy ass car and shit.
Hell yeah.
Them car naps be hitting though.
They do sometimes.
They're like top notch.
It's something about them.
It's like sometimes I just want to go sleep in my car.
Oh, sorry. You can't do that right now. Soon enough.
Pour one out for me, guys.
Did they give you
like time frame?
Yeah.
Like 3 weeks to a month. But I'm having a rental, so I guess it's not that bad.
They should have gave you a rental. I don't get why they didn't give you a rental.
Well, they have to verify that it's under warranty or some shit.
With the rental?
No, verify that the engine blew because something went wrong. It wasn't like like user failure or some shit.
Mm-hmm. Like you was being neglected.
Yeah, like I didn't change the oil or some shit. I know there's more to a car than just changing the oil.
Honestly, but that's one of the biggest ones.
But yeah, that's the biggest one, which I make sure to do.
Okay, just making sure. I was kind of worried. I was like, "Big, you been change your oil?"
Right.
It's like he had changed his oil since he got the car. It's like 3 years
supposed to do that, bro? I just be putting water in that hole.
Well, it's like engine needs oil. You just open it up. You just start pouring oil over it.
Like vegetable oil.
Yeah.
Well, that reminds me. Like I remember one time with my first car, something went wrong with it. I called my parents. Like I said, I don't have much car knowledge. And my mom is like, I didn't talk to my mom, but I talked to my brother. My brother ended up telling me this later, but my mom basically was like, does it have gas in it? Like, who does she think I am? Like, I can't put gas in my car?
Hey, that's a good common question, bro.
Like, I know I don't know cars, but come on.
Yeah, I could have ran that gas, bro. I remember there was one time.
I've been close to running out of gas, that's sure. But
there was one time when I bought a car from a car dealership, and they didn't put any gas in it. And I was like, well, shit, I just got to make it home. And that hoe broke down before. Well, it didn't break down, but it stopped before I even got halfway to the gas station.
Hell
And
no.
we ended up having to like run to the gas station. Luckily, my brother was with me, so we had to run to the gas station, get like a gas can and stuff, just to put enough gas in there so I can drive it to. And I was like, why the fuck I didn't put no gas in here?
Right?
Like at least to a fourth. Like,
I would have put a little bit in it, drove back to the dealership.
hey, I need to put this bitch up, bro. But hey, it was a good car though at the time. I like that car. Anyways, moving on. So moving on to our next story. So we were just talking about Boston. Guess where we're going to be at again? Boston. So a Boston high school is forced to use a party bus with stripper poles for a field trip. Sounds like a good field trip to me.
Shit, sign me up.
It's the field trip without the strippers. So after the original, more traditional school bus fell through, teachers at the Brook Charter School were forced to improvise. A group of high school students in Massachusetts had to ride. Dang, it was in Massachusetts too. Well, Boston's in Massachusetts. Well, duh, Kristen.
Hey, but I mean, it could have been somewhere else in Boston. Oh man, Massachusetts.
Yeah, exactly. But it's Boston. That's what I'm saying. We're already talking about
okay,
Boston,
yeah.
so it can't be anywhere else but Massachusetts.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why I was like, you agreed with me too. So I was just like, oh, duh.
Bro, I'm about to go get my degree to show you guys.
Hey, look, I didn't get a degree in geography, so I got in criminal justice, but I probably don't know, but I don't know much about law either. So, so a group of high school students in Massachusetts had to ride on a party bus, complete with a stripper pole and neon lights during the recent field trip. Recent field trip, and experienced the teacher and said highlights problems with the education system.
That's for sure.
Hey, we out of buses.
He's like, well, this is where some of you are gonna end up at eventually.
Here's your future. Get ready.
Might as well. Oh, never mind.
Anyways, Jim Mayer is an 11th grade advancement placement language and composition teacher at the Brook Charter School in Boston, said in the since deleted tweet that the original charter bus had fallen through. He said, "It's a funny story, but there actually is a real bus shortage, and it speaks to major flaws in our education system," adding that the field trip was a success. So, if it's a success, what's the problem?
What I'm wondering is like how far up the I guess power train you think he had to do to like okay this? You think he made the call that we're gonna use a stripper bus or party bus, or
I have no idea.
had to call a principal?
I'm pretty sure I have to get approved by a principal. Like it was just like, hey, we found a bus. It's not what we expected. You know, it got stripper poles. Luckily, they're in like high school, so
Yeah, like
high school, junior, senior. So it's like
it wasn't as bad as like elementary.
Yeah, elementary school. That'd be hilarious.
That'd be hilarious.
That'd be crazy. But hey, where are the buses at?
I'm trying to figure out.
I passed by so many like little like stops and shit where they have a whole bunch of buses. Maybe they're out the shortage of bus drivers.
I ain't gonna lie, I missed when like everyone was doing homeschool like from home, Zoom and shit. Because now I gotta deal with all these school zones.
Oh yeah, true. Man, school zones suck.
Like, bro.
But it says he is now using the attention he's getting because of the original tweet to urge people to better understand educational inequities and other problems facing the nation's schools. He said, "I'm worried that there's too much attention being paid to the tweet itself, or simply the fact that it went viral, instead of attending to the many systematic issues that are facing not just my students but students all across this country." So basically, sounds like we need bus drivers. You guys need a job, become a bus driver.
So is the shortage like on bus drivers or actual buses?
I don't know. They're saying buses, both. But I don't know how. Like, I really feel like the buses, where are they going? Like, are people not making enough buses? Are they,
And when they planning to use a charter bus anyway? Originally?
Yeah, I think so. So maybe they're just trying to be too fancy and they just need to get a regular bus.
I don't know. This is weird. It's kind of weird situation. I'm surprised that, like, in the story, no one really complained, like the parents.
Mm-hmm.
guess they had no Karens or something.
No Karen.
Like, how would you like? I mean, I honestly I don't have a problem with it. Like, if that happened to say my kid or something.
I think at 11th grade, I probably wouldn't care either.
Yeah.
Like, it's one thing. They know what it is, and I probably not something they even, well, obviously, not even in strip clubs and stuff, but, whatever. I would just say it's like a party bus. Technically, it is a party bus. So,
I wonder how like the driver of that bus felt. I wonder if it was like if they switched drivers or was the same driver that usually does like party buses and shit.
that'd be hilarious. I wonder if you still play music and shit.
Like lights
That'd
flashing.
be funny there.
Pole spinning and shit.
Now, the question is, did anybody use the pole?
But go if you need a job.
Apply to be a bus
If
driver.
you got a bus, we got a job for you.
Vroom, vroom, drive. Vroom. Skirt.
But just like this missing bus, we're going to a missing hiker.
This is gonna be our last story for this podcast. Oh.
So yeah, a missing hiker ignores calls from rescuers because it was an unknown number.
Sounds like me.
Very relatable, honestly.
Honestly.
I hate answering calls from like numbers I don't know.
Which I don't.
I typically don't. Like 94.75%.
I hate when you do these fucking percentages. He's like pulling a percentage out of his ass, bro. He's like,
no, but going to the story, the Lake County Search and Rescue in Colorado said after they got a report that a hiker hadn't returned back from his hike, they ended up trying to call him. They were unsuccessful after multiple times and began searching for him until about 3 a.m. and then started up again at 7 a.m. the next morning. And then at 9:30, they got a call basically saying that the hiker had returned, unaware that they were looking for him. Apparently, the hiker did get lost, but he ended up finding his way back eventually. So it's crazy though.
I know the way.
I guess he wasn't too concerned. Like if he didn't call anybody else, but
Yeah.
I mean,
Why would they call him? How would they know he's lost? Did he call?
well, no, like his family or whoever he was with reported it. But why didn't they call him? And why didn't he answer their calls?
I don't know. Maybe they didn't have reception. I don't know
Maybe
why.
they might have used a landline.
Yeah, they could. A landline.
Well, like say they have an office. I don't know.
Why would he be at the office if he's hiking?
No, but like the people calling him, maybe they use a landline to call him.
What? I don't think the issue is that they don't have signal. I thought it was the issue that he didn't have signal. Like, how does he just automatically just have signal? And why does 911 work for your phone anytime, but for whatever reason you can't get signal at half the places you're at? Let's talk about the real issue. What kind of fucking system they using that 911 can always call you?
All right.
It don't matter where you are. You could be in the fucking nowhere. You can call 911. They'll be like, "Oh, hello. Sorry, I do not have a service. My service provider do not provide up here."
They honing out this technology on us, bro. They got technology that we don't know about.
Talk about systematic problems.
But yeah, for could you imagine if you ended up answering the call? I was like, yeah, we've been trying to reach you about your car accident warranty.
That's what I was thinking about too.
Or chunk that phone up, bro.
This is why I don't answer phone calls. I don't know.
But yeah, this definitely had to be something with signal though, or that he just didn't care that he was lost. Because
he said it's a venture, bro. Phone probably did.
That's why I don't go hiking. Actually, I don't mind hiking, but this has been a while.
Yeah. I haven't been hiking in a while either.
You trying to go hike?
Huh?
You trying to go hiking?
We can talk about it.
No, but the LCSAR, the Lake County Search and Rescue, wrote that if you're overdue according to your itinerary, and you start getting repeated calls from an unknown number, please answer the phone. It may be an SAR team trying to confirm your safety.
Huh.
So.
Imagine him just coming back and they're like, "Hey man, we've been trying to call you." He's like, "Oh, that was y'all? My bad."
Like he ends up blocking them and shit. And maybe the man just wants some beers. Just leave him alone.
He should have left a voicemail. I guarantee he didn't leave a voicemail.
Right? Like
I checked my voicemail.
Yeah. If it's an unknown number and they leave a voicemail, I'm gonna check it. Like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe
then
what's
I'd be
something I
like, oh,
missed.
okay, that makes sense.
So yeah, I feel like it's not all on him. I feel like it's partially on other people.
Yeah, they should have voicemail. I was just saying.
At least text him. Don't call me, text me.
Well, first of all, you said don't text you.
Don't do both.
All right.
Leave me in peace.
leave him on red.
Story of my life. Anyways.
Dead. Oh man.
Anyway, that wraps up that story. You got anything else to say?
I do not. So moving on to
The end of our show. So yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitter or Instagram at nowhearmeout.kv.
KV.
Email us at nowhearmeout.kv
KV.
at gmail.com. Find us on YouTube at Chris and Vic, parentheses NHMO. Leave us an Apple review, 5 stars only.
5 stars.
Follow me on TikTok at weirdvic_flips. 700 club already here, bro.
Hey, 700.
700.
Oh, that's what's up.
And that's all I have.
And you can follow me on my Instagram at BSmokeChris. The E's are 3s. That's BSmokeChris. The E's are 3s. Is that a W? E's a 3. E's a 3. Yep, but that's the end of our podcast. I appreciate you guys listening and hearing us out. And make sure you guys go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and share our video. And we are trying to move up and try to gain some more subscribers. So we're going to be trying to get a little bit more active on our Instagram to try to get you guys involved in some activities we want to try to use to try to gain more followers and stuff like that. So be on the lookout for that. We can only gain as many followers as you guys allow us to. Not really. We can probably gain more.
The sky is the limit, bro.
The sky is the limit.
The sky is the limit.
Not how many you guys can allow us, but we need your help. You guys help us. Help me. Help me help you. Inform people about us.
Spread the word.
But this has been a great episode. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time. Peace.